Hey guys, it's Bear with the Gimping Camper. We're going to do a review here on Camco RV curved levelers. I really like these. The first option we're going to look at is plastic chocks. These are very cheap and they work really well on flat ground, especially when it's like gravel or something and the bottom of the chock can grip the ground really well. The next option you have is a rubber chock. These are more heavy duty, they're more expensive, they work well, on slick surfaces like concrete and things like that. But when the ground's unlevel, you actually have to pull one side of your trailer up onto something to level it. At home, I just made these ramps out of wood that's nailed together with a 2x4 nailed at the back for a chock. But you do have to chock your wheels whenever you level. That becomes a problem. You can see here that when I use the wooden ramps, I do use the rubber chock. I also have these Camco plastic Lego type leveling blocks. They work fairly well, but I feel that they're unsafe if you're on level ground because there's no way for a chock to really grab that and hold on to that. See here when I put these plastic chocks in, there's nowhere for it to grip. It just kind of slides back and forth. If you have these, you can use the big rubber chock. It's a little better, but really you're going to need some X chocks for it to be safe, and those are very expensive. Okay guys, so we're here to talk about the Camco Leveler, so let's get to it. I've used these for almost 6 months now. I've been real happy with them. They're similar to the Anderson levelers. We'll get into that in a minute. They're made out of very durable plastic. It's a honeycomb type material that seems to be really strong. It's supposed to support 30,000 pounds. It gives you up to 4 inches of lift on the one side of the trailer that you need to lift to level it. In comparison, how do the Camco and the Anderson levelers stack up? Camco levelers go for $55 a pair right now on Amazon, and the Anderson are about $82 a pair. So there's a little bit of savings there. I just thought I would chance it. It's more about pinching pennies for me because I'm El Cheapo, but I've been happy with them so far. The biggest thing is there's not a lot of directions with them. The Anderson levelers, they say whenever you're going to take them off, just to pull straight off of them, and they just kind of fly out the side. I've noticed the same with the Camco levelers, but ideally I usually back up a little bit, take the chocks out, and then pull up and just take each one out. Now that can be kind of hairy because you have to be parked about perfect for them to just pull out. Ideally you can just drive off of them, but I like to not shift the weight of the RV that much because I'm kind of picky. My RV's older. It's got a little bit of delamination that I got to work on in a few videos that's coming up to you. So I just try to not do that. These levelers you can back on or pull on. I usually back on them. Basically you just put the truck in reverse. I usually put it in 4-wheel drive just because it takes a little to get it up on the chock, just to decrease spinning, but it's not really that hard. And you just back up to where you think it's about level, put the emergency brake on, and take a look. The issue is if you had one of those fancy levelers that go in your RV that hook up to your phone, you wouldn't even have to get out of your truck and it's completely level. Then all you have to do is chock everything down. The chocks are equally as strong as the leveler part, and they have little grippers on there. They seem to be really strong. I've never had one come out, and they hold everything down really good. So I think this is a good product. If you want to give it a try, go ahead. I really highly recommend it. Thanks a lot.